coffee shop. Hold on. Just got my coffee. I'm not gonna yell in here too much, and I know I keep forgetting to bring my microphone, but my voice is my microphone for right now. Just in public, you know, I don't be like, hey everybody. So today is Monday. I feel amazing. We've already been working out. Like the day has been moving for us beautifully. I don't technically need coffee when I like to get my day started. I genuinely enjoy it, and I don't try to be too hard on myself about like having sugar. But again, I've been eating healthy for a very long time, so like I'm used to this, and so is my body. None of my business. None of my business. I'm a slow and steady kind of woman. I'm thinking long term versus short term. So when you don't see me like that now, you know what I mean? Just remember, I'm already living on the lagoon that people are trying to get to. Clearly I'm ahead of the game. But I also look like this. Anyways, so we're at the coffee shop. This is my daily go-to thing to do, just to get out of my own place. But I came a little later than I normally do, but it's because we did a stretching session to start. One of my favorite places to come to, because they have like AC when it's hot. Most places don't have inside AC. Plus good Wi-Fi. Plus, you know, it's the coffee shop. So you're free to hang out if you want to. This is the free TikTok live stream versus like my early in the morning, because I'm out in public. So I keep my content public when I'm out in public because they're not paying for it either. And I know it sounds crazy, but for me it's all connected. Everyone wants to separate like online versus reality. Yes, they are two different realities. If you make them two different realities, I'm natural, so it all works well for me because it's all natural. Thank God. So I'm not confused about my stance or my person. Like I'm not confused because this is still my real life. You know what I mean? However, I am aware that my digital life is different than my physical life because y'all are not physically here and they are not digitally here. That makes sense? So I do keep it separate as best as I can, so I'm not confused. But yeah, I've been seeing so many people talk about the Hillman Talk lady. I'm like, y'all, this not even a real place. Like, oh, Hillman Talk is not a real place. Neither is this. Neither is money. Neither is clothes. Like, how deep do we want to go? So people be so mean, so rude. Bashing another black woman. Like it's black on black crime on TikTok. Just happening every day. But we're gonna keep it cute. gonna drink our coffee and make sure our body stays healthy. Because it'd be other people who are like unhealthy, bad body in the house that be talking about other people. I'm like, I guess it's when I come in. I guess it's when my conversation comes into the picture. Because why are you talking about another person? Physically, it doesn't matter to me. Spiritually, I can see it. And I'm like, the demons you're fighting right now, I don't think we should be talking right now. Happy Monday. I am totally the woman that wakes up and I'm like, how was your day? How are you feeling? Now, I don't always wake up like this, and I'm definitely not always perfect, but my energy is more on the higher end versus the lower end. So any person who deals with me professionally, relationship, they are aware that I'm lit and I'm a big light. And if that's what you need in your life, that's where I come in at. But if that's not what you need, then we will not be aligned at all. I used to be like, why don't people like vibe with me? I'm like, girl, they couldn't if they wanted to. Do you know how bright you are? A demon cannot stay around long. Ooh, my bad. I mean, no. So serious business. Today's Monday. I've been keeping my place very clean, so I don't have to clean it only on Mondays. And when you just get better at your schedule, period, like the things you want to do, you're not spending so much time cleaning up after yourself. Most people spend time like cleaning up after themselves because, I don't know, they make a big mess and they have to do it. I've been getting better every day with just watching my dirtiness, so I'm not having to like spend a whole day just cleaning. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Something's wrong with my phone. I don't like it. So if you want to just watch and vibe as I work, I'll look at the camera and chit chat, and maybe I don't. It's up to you. You can stay here. You can come back. The choice is yours. Okay. But I will keep y'all right here. I want to push it back up. Lord. Put y'all in my business. Y'all want to be up close and personal. Pressure. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. Alright, it's fine. I'm trying to get through. Viral. She's going viral. You have to connect the dots. Okay. Cha. Twitch is a whole nother place. I mean, obviously, but oh, do you know how many worlds exist online? I be all over. I have multiple realities. People that are just like famous on TikTok, it'd be so funny to me because we so funny, like when people are TikTok famous, and I'm speaking TikTok famous because some people are Instagram famous, not TikTok famous. Some people are YouTube famous, not TikTok famous. Some people are TikTok famous, not YouTube famous. So it'd be so funny when people finally build up their audience, where they know if they post a video, they're getting that like clout, and they have the nerve to talk about other people so like nasty because they now finally have an audience. Like, you know, everyone's trying to build. It's funny, it's like, it's laughable to someone like me who has like 10 of those platforms. And I don't like to come on and flex too much. Y'all see me on TikTok. I just come do my thing, mind my business. I talk about whatever or I post whatever. But like, what I've been seeing recently has been it's been disturbing to my spirit, my soul. And I'm like, I think it's time to start letting people know, putting people in their place again, because it's running rampant. Like, people really think they are somebody. And I be like, me with my 19 people think they are somebody, and da-da-da-da-da. But that's only on TikTok. That's my thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, not only in real life do I bring a crowd, one, and I do this in real life, live streaming, 2. 3, I have like 10 platforms that I hit millions on per month all the time. And that's a different level of audience. So Amazon's a whole different audience. YouTube's a whole different audience. Some crossover, but not really. Twitter's a whole different beast, my God. Or X. But I digress. It just be funny to me to watch like content here now because it's icky. It's very icky. But I love to see it. I like to see who people are. Show me what you really feel like. When a person messes up one time on this platform and everybody is riding her in and it's her own people. I'm looking like, black people, do y'all not see how y'all are literally crushing the spirit of other black people? It's crazy. No energy to fight for their rent control. No energy to fight for like real things. But no, let me get on here and yap and blabber. So I'm like, well, damn. Clearly, that's a cheat code. Just gossip. Just talk about other people. Don't have any integrity. Don't have any morals. Don't have any. So just do that. Instead, I just decide, I'm like, I'm just gonna stretch my booty, cause gossiping, bringing somebody else down because that's the only way you can make money. At least I can still use my body. I mean, I'm not at the point where I gotta start talking about other people. That's crazy. How low do you gotta be? How low do you gotta go? Energetically speaking, I think it's actually lower to sit on an app all day with a bonnet or without it one in your home because, well, you know why you're home. Because truth be told, it blows my mind. I'm like, oh my God. How y'all at home just talking about people? I see the spirit of insecurity all over you. How are you not dealing with that? But once I start waking it up, oh, who is she? Who are you? I don't even like coming on TikTok like I used to because it's just gossip. It's like sitting in the living room with your family on Thanksgiving Day with all the top gossipers. Don't mind if I know the information because I don't mind being here because I gotta stay updated too. But every swipe, and then it's like dog pile. It's like one person. I'd be like, so when you join my content, I will have real moments like this because I'm out in public and I'm just like, real life. But in the morning, in my like airy space, when I'm waking up with the sun and I'm stretching beautifully, I haven't even touched my phone outside of coming online for the live stream or, you know what I mean? Like, but I haven't looked at anything else other than source and self. I'm not looking at, I don't give to others first. That makes sense? By the time I come on here, I've already been up for a couple hours doing something else. So for me, it's very different. But I want to speak to you more about energy. Like, y'all need to be mindful of what energy you're receiving. Like, can I shake my booty in the holy grace? And can y'all take that? What? everything I do has a purpose behind it or an intention. So what's my intention right now? First of all, why is this phone? Oh, is anyone speaking in the chat? No? Hi. You all are free to say hi, chit chat. If not, it's okay. I can carry us for a minute. Because I'm out here experiencing energy and life. Oh, and it's not cold for me. I'm in a bikini. Well, I have pants on, don't worry. I put on some pants. Okay, maybe, I feel like that was enough. I'm pretty sure it's because of this damn update. Hold on, y'all. Drop it. It's so... People watching is so top tier at a cafe shop. I sit right in my little position, but I also watch my motorcycle. My phone basically is fighting me for my own content. No space. So it's not, it doesn't want to do that either. It doesn't want to do anything. I gotta pay for something today. What's today? 24th. You know when your phone gets to the point of like no more storage and everything is just moving super slow? That's basically what's happening. The content I shot today was my stretching content. So I was trying to put it on my phone, but on my computer. Let me delete content, or like I can't delete anything. Well, maybe I should. That would take up a lot of space. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. This doesn't matter. Just let it go. Don't even think about it. Are we using this right now? Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit longer. This is how I have to make life decisions. Craig says hello. Hi, Craig. There's so many apps on my phone that I don't use. Oh, if Craig, if you want to pay for my breakfast, cash out. No, thank you guys. I said this before, but my Patreon, if I had to like give an award to my Patreon, you guys held me down all of 2024. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Big T, thank you, T. T bought my motorcycle. Fine. Not too much. So now stable in our lagoon life, but build, like, now I'm at the point of building and expanding with what I've learned, what I've gained. But it's similar to when I moved to New York from Florida. Anytime I move somewhere, it takes time to settle in. Like, you know what I mean? It takes time for your body to adjust when you hop into the pool or the beach. So everything takes time, adjustment. So now I'm like seeing it's so funny to me because I'm always like, oh my God, I'm starting over. And God's like, girl, you can't start over. You'll be a baby. Yes, spiritually and physically you're starting over, energetically in a new place. But consistency, this is why they say character is so powerful and it's so important to work on consistency, work on discipline. No one can take that away. No one can take my discipline away, my consistency away, my perseverance. Like, yeah, the physical things, they come, they go, whatever. But what keeps that, what allows a person to get it back or to what have you, that's why people are like, oh, Kylie Jenner, God bless her process, because who wouldn't want access because your family already has it. But to say self-made, if it were to fall down for her without her family, we don't know if she would be able to get it. Now we know Kim got it out the mud, like, for real. Like, let's talk truth about it without slaying someone or shaming someone. I know she could rebuild something from nothing, using people maybe, obviously, but like, I'm just saying, out of all her siblings, she definitely would be the one who could get it from nothing, right? Shout out to her mom, because her mom also helped. Okay, my point being, I'm gonna stay focused. If you actually do get things out the mud and you start fresh and this, that, and the third, no one can take what you've learned away. That makes sense? So even though it's taken me a minute to like rebuild, I'm like, girl, just think about New York. Not only were you having to go through winter seasons, which you never had to from Florida, you had to learn about all of these different places and train stations and blase squaze. You had to watch not just your back, your corners, you had to watch every part of your being because of all these different people. Plus, you're learning about an industry you don't know much about. You know what I'm saying? So, entertainment. Excuse me. Not only did I succeed in it and get all my accolades, I was able to pivot, and now I'm in another country. So clearly I got it. But this is what I have to remind myself as I go through my transition. Like, girl, just, if you got it, it ain't a question. Hold on. I need to do a nice nose roll. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm back. Lee, did you see what? Did TikTok hide comments? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying, which is probably good. I was probably going down. Oh. Yeah, so now that I've been here, so, okay, let's time travel for a little bit. So when I moved to New York, child, hold on. I love my wisdom. When I moved to New York, I was 24. I claimed 28. Okay, sometimes I try to claim 25, but it's actually like if I'm in like a really youthful vibe. Sometimes I'm in a very mature vibe because maturity suits me very well. But I'm not trying to like age myself too fast. You know, I'm not trying to be too mature just yet because I will have time to be mature. I be trying to be childish. Wait, you know, like you having kids? Can I play the field first, please? I haven't been outside for real. So I tell myself. So I moved to New York back in 24. I was 24. Today's the 24th. So I moved to New York when I was 24. Well, I was 23 turning 24. I was very proud of myself for just like still holding on to that vision, because when I was 18, I wanted to do that. But my family, they were like, oh, it's too far. You won't. Respectfully, they were right. If I moved at 18, 19, I probably would have got caught up in a lot. Or maybe not. We would never know. It's okay. I'm happy I still went. I was never deterred. It was just delayed. So I moved there 23, but I also moved to Miami from Palm Beach. So I still moved at 18, 19. I just didn't move to New York. So motion was always in Miami. Now, let's backtrack because we're gonna time travel. So if you're in here, you'll catch it, and maybe I'll get to like use this for another time. What am I looking for though? I'm looking for. They never have a yearly. Can I see the year, please? They always show me monthly schedule. We have time. I just need a calendar. Let's see if this one suits my needs. I think it does. It does. So about 2017, something like that, okay? But it was some time ago, because I did about 8 years in New York, something like that. So around that time, I had no idea what I was doing. I had 2 bags I had packed. I'm gonna do my emails while I chit chat with y'all. So I had 2 bags. You know, I did the little dream thing that I only heard about. Okay, I heard about people packing their bags. You know, like movies. Just think about a movie. That was me. I was like, I'm giving everything away. I'm packing my bags. But a bitch I was in the hood. I had to get out of the crap I was in, y'all. Was born into it. I didn't even put myself in it. So I was right. Exactly. So moving to New York was huge because it helped me become my own person, my own self, like who I felt I was aligned with. Now, I love Florida for weather and all the things that you get from it. But I love New York because it matched my like hustle energy. Because Florida, if you don't know, it's very relaxing. Like, yeah, you can hustle because I live there, right? But like, how would I say it? New York gave me what I needed to like plug my energy in. Because when you're young, and then obviously if you're black and a woman, and from the hood, and all the things we talk about systematically, it becomes, well, I'm feeling something inside of me. How do I get it out of me? I look around and I don't see too many people doing what I'm doing or what I want to do. So now who do I talk to? Now, granted, my family had done well enough for me to at least see that. I got to see like strong women. I got to see them like make it. So I was like, well, if they're able to make it, and I don't even have like a kid, that was my first thing. Like, if I don't have a kid, I was like, girl, you can do it, right? Like, you can do it. And then, like, college and all that, I had an auntie who graduated college with masters. My mom, like, I didn't have to look too far, but if I wanted to, I could, and I could look a little further. So I'm like, okay, well, if I want to get a couple degrees, that's in my range. I have a family member. So I was looking at my family for their successes and their failures to know what I had access to, but what we needed access for. Okay, that's like reason behind why. Outside of, I did have a vision from God and blah, 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 blah. It's a deeper story. But now fast forward to New York. New York was just what you can imagine. And my first month was crazy. My first month was like, oof, hello, Big Shug. Thank you, baby. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping in and commenting. Did you see my compliment? Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. I see your comment. I appreciate it. So we're in New York. We're traveling. Come with me. We're in New York. My first month, I'm there with a girl, a Christian woman of what I thought. Child, at that point, I'm like, do people know I believe in spirit, in God, and Yahuwah, Yeshua, Yamashia? Like, I believe, but I'm not ignorant. Because I'm also from the hood. Like, clearly that was a training ground. You think I'm stupid? Just because I have religion in Christ, you know what I mean? Like, people will try to play those of us who are believers, which we weren't always like that. So please, like, there's levels to this, right? So nonetheless, I go there. I have a crazy experience, a crazy encounter. I realized that what I need at this point is going to be a lot more integrity, because I'm looking at people around me who I thought was for me, not family. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm talking about friends, or what I thought. I learned at a young age that that's when I learned about, like, people being a secret competition, because she knew, the girl I was with at the time, she knew I had the momentum because I was moving mountains. So if I came in your path, you were either moving with me or you're going to have to get out of my way, because I got too much moving. I'm 19 trying to figure life out. Moving to new states that I've never known about, you know what I'm saying? I've never experienced winter. I've never seen snow. Black people. I've never seen snow. Okay? So I didn't have time to, like, play games. So if I came on your path, if you met me at this time, and I have people who can vouch, they knew. We was like, hey, so I might only be here for 2 months. If I leave you and I don't speak to you, it's not nothing towards you. It's just I only known you for 2 months. Why would I try to keep you? Okay. So boom, boom, boom. That's when I learned, like, my integrity would have to be so high. And my integrity meaning what I stand for, the reason why I did things, because I saw how high deception was. Like, damn, this is the same girl who was like, hey, Lee, like, she knew I was, again, moving mountains. So when she got her apartment, it was because of me. When the money that came through her father is because I had met her father and I spoke highly of her motion. I was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. So the apartment that we stayed in was off of my face, my energy. And this girl had the audacity, because she saw me waking up at 5, getting it. She was probably like, well, what the fuck? I'm like, well, nigga, how did you think motion happens? At 2 p.m.? No, you gotta get up early. You gotta be the first one in the gym. Okay, so that is who. Okay, that's more me. This nigga, she had the audacity. She had the audacity to tell me I could not stay with her. Mind you, this is when I learned about contract. Oh my God, because I should have signed a contract with her. She was so pissed at how much motion I was doing that she could not, like, do. But now we're staying together. And I didn't know too much about certain things. This is the contract. This is when I learned about contracts, which helped me in the long run. Like, all of that I'm saying, it sounds painful, but it helps me in the long run when it comes to how I do business. I don't care. Ask my cousin right now. I be on him. Hey, here's my fees, my contract. Like I don't care. Like because of that experience. So and I knew it needed to happen. So my first year going back and forth. So that was like my first month, by the way, in New York. After my first year of understanding like what I was doing, how it would look, like the process, that's when I was like, all right, like I made a commitment to myself. I was like, for the first year, you're doing nothing outside of what you're doing. You're learning, you're working out, you're meeting people, connections, every possible event you can go to or whatever, you have to lock in. You can't move to a new place all over the place. I mean, you do move there all over the place, but you can't and should not remain all over the place. But my first year anywhere, I'm always all over the place because how would I know what I like? How would I know what's good? How would I know what's not good? So that was New York, my first year. After my first year, I knew my connections. I made all my pieces enough to get it started. So now I'm at player level 1. Now I'm playing the game. I was playing it here, but it was like light work. It was more root work, groundwork. People call it groundwork. It was more like internal groundwork. Let's get our routine together. Let's see what the time is like here. When is the best time to have motion? Is it in the morning? Is it at night? Like, because New York's a different beast. It's not operating the same as it is in LA. Was 3 hours behind us, so they're not even up. So not only am I working in entertainment, which is heavy in California, I have 3 hours before these people even lock in for their day. That's how I work, okay? You're welcome. So I digress. So my first year, we're having a good time and just like learning life, and I'm not thinking too hard on myself. Yes, I'm trying to like, how do I make money? Where do I get acting jobs? How do I get modeling jobs? Like really just starting from the bottom. That's how I got here, because I was saying, and when you start from the bottom, people can't take away your integrity and your motion, right? So now take what I told you about New York my first year, now bring that back into Mexico. Mexico's not new to me, it's true to me, okay? Period. No, seriously. I've been traveling here for the last 9 years, 8 years before I moved here. So every winter, 8 years I've been like, but new places. So of course I did Cancun, Tulum, of course. That was the first spot. And then I started being like, oh wait, Puerto Escondido. Oh, Mexico City. Oh, just new places. It's pretty big here. Okay. So now, fast forward back to today. I took y'all back with me to 2017. Back to 2025. It's the same starting year like New York, but Mexico. The spirit is a beautiful thing. Hello, Eric. Lee, you got some beautiful teeth. Glory to God, they're still here. Okay? And I'm 100% real nigga. I mean, real person. So I brought that whole story time up and we time traveled the way we just did because I wanted you to see how patterns work. You will never know my full detail of patterns, but I don't mind sharing my patterns because someone shared their patterns with me. Now, your pattern won't be my pattern. You're your own person, so you have to find your own pattern. I'm confirming with you that patterns do exist. Nothing is new under the sun. The time that we feel like we're kind of moving back, I'm saying we because we're family, but I'm not in the U.S., but we're still family, okay? So the time that it feels like right now, happening in the U.S., it feels very like we're going back in time, right? The difference is, who are you going back in time? I already know who I am. I've already left. So clearly I'm more on the Harriet sides of things, okay? My tunnel's already... Y'all good? Okay? Because I'm a traveler. So, global traveler, to be exact. Sexy global traveler, to be exact. Wait. Natural, sexy, tall, fine as fuck, thick booty. Okay, you understand. So now I'll start sharing more about who I am. I mean, I always have, but making it make sense for y'all to actually follow along. Because as I come together, so shall you guys come together. But I won't sit here and chit chat y'all ear off the whole time, because I do want to lock in on my work day. But I will push you back visually to see if you want to. Lee, are you ignoring me? No, I don't see what you're saying. Craig always trying to talk to me on the back end. He don't never want to pay for nothing. Can you pay for my coffee? Damn, you want to take my time. But you don't want to give me no dime. That's how people be, just stingy. Just take. Sir, just sit back and enjoy the show. Lee, did you see my comment? Nope, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing, I ain't hear nothing. He been with me for about a year or two, y'all, doing the same thing. That's when he come Craig. What up, Craig? Craig and Day Day. What up, Auntie? How's your day going today? Child, I'm in my coffee shop. Getting it together. Pulling it together. No. We're staying cute. We're staying light. And edible. Period. But I was just talking about the different timelines of like when I moved from New York to like now. And now it feels like, because I've been here for a year. So now within the year, I don't want to say it's a reset because I'm still, we're building and expanding in life. Long up since 5 a.m. Exactly. You get it. I mean, I understand now more what you get and you're getting it. But it just sucks that you can't tell people for real. Like, I just want to tell, and I speak very well, but people don't understand the way that I speak. So it's like taking a high level and trying to like bring it to like kindergarten, and then first grade, and then second grade, and then third grade. So I have people who follow me for my like college education, spiritually and physically. And then I have people who are like, okay, girl, goo goo gaga, tell me more. Okay, I got you. Hello. Lee, I love that. Oh my God, Craig. Until you level up somewhere, I'm gonna have to block you, bro. Or no, I'm gonna mute you. I like Craig, but Craig be here just saying anything. You know I charge for people to have like crazy comments. You can't just speak freely. I mean, you can, just maybe not over here. So yeah, we're at that point. Wait, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, now we're up a year. Now we're a year later, and I feel the space of balance coming back, because the hardest thing about any transition is figuring out when you should settle in or lock in, right? Like, I said this earlier, but the earlier you wake up, the easier it is to lock in on what you're doing or have more time for. So right now it's 11 o'clock. We've already done 3 live streams. We love that for us. We have content. Pause. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Still not going through. Thank you all for joining. Welcome. Let me reposition one more time. We have time because I'm in the coffee shop, sipping slowly. So taking my time. Okay, it's only 11 o'clock. So we did our stretching to start the day, and I almost reneged on my stretching play, because anything new, especially when it comes to routine, I'd be like, oh God. But then I remind myself, like, today will pay off for tomorrow. You have to think about the future just enough to inspire you to do today's work if you are, like, down in the dumps. Like, if you're depressed or sad, or you have no... People are depressed and sad because they don't have motion. Motion is the ocean. I don't know. Motion keeps you going. And if you need a reminder, the earth itself moves at a very slow rate. So even if you feel like you're in hermit mode, or like you feel like you're like stuck, or you're being still, child, crawl. I don't know, just just move poco a poco, just little by little, right? Motion begots more motion, begots more motion. You have to keep moving. Even when I be feeling stuck, y'all, my family's saying, if I feel stuck, I will have a spirit breakout just to like, I'm free. Oh, okay, woo. I had to remind myself. It feels like that. And it's not that you feel that way about yourself. I never felt like I was stuck, but I felt like what I was trying to build was out of alignment, and therefore made me feel like I was stuck because I wasn't where I should have or could have been. That's what that was. It was definitely a repositioning, because I was headed towards something I shouldn't have been headed towards. But love will sometimes have you trapped in a loop itself. Love will literally have you trapped in a loop, because you're like, well, this is love. And it's like, well, there's more. There's more love. There's more ways of love. Trust me. It'll come back around. Okay? Or if you're just like down and out and you don't have no money, or money's not moving like it used to, or you're getting older. This is what I feel, because I'm getting older. I'd be like, oh, I'm getting older. It's like it comes out of nowhere. I'm like, ooh, I'm getting older. Right? So because of that, I use my body now more than ever, because I'm like, ooh, I'm getting older. She won't always be available. You never know. You just never know. And I look sometimes like, dang, I wish I would have used my body more. But I'm glad I didn't over restrict myself, because I'm more aware that I'm getting older and that my body won't look the same, or that like life can change overnight and you just will never know. So don't take it lightly that you have another day. Like, I know that's a lot that I say, and I speak very heavy, but I speak for those who need some more weight, because people are not talking about nothing right now. If they are, they're talking about other people, which at the end of the day, it's all empty. It's all empty vessels it's like blind leading the blind. I can see. Very clear vision. I'm trying to keep my eyes as sharp as possible for as long as I can without wearing glasses. But I do still have a pair. If I'm around a lot of light, then I wear these. You can still see my eyes, so it's not too just like all black. But I don't know if you heard of computer glasses. They just help that white light. It's the white light that throws it off. Because even the sun's not white. The sun is like it's like a cool yellow, or a calm yellow. This is like all day. So I just wear this to keep my eyes calm. But I mean, it's not that. It's kind of bright. I'm gonna keep them on for a little bit. Hold on. Excuse me. I don't like to be that person, but I gotta clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. But seriously, let's go. Let's continue. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh. So yeah, we're recycling back around like we do every year, because everything is a season, right? So we're winter heading into spring. There we go. And it's pretty dark for a lot of people. You see how the energy just shifted? It's pretty dark right now. Like, unless you're in Florida or like a Mexico, like, that's why I appreciate my hometown so much. Because I'm like, I grew up in it, but I had to step out of it to see what I grew up in. And now I see why people become snowbirds. Because I would hear people like, oh, they moved to Florida to become snowbirds. I'm like, what's a snowbird? I had never seen snow. Go to New York, live it, go through it. I go back home 2023, and then I really get to appreciate all that is, but also not forget I'm on a journey, and that's how I had to break back out. Because last time I broke out, my grandmother passed away. That was the first time I went to New York. This time around, I had to break out myself, but it was very, very messy. I told y'all the story. That's the thing. I don't gotta tell y'all, because one, I have my own witnesses. They're called my family. Love y'all. But on the other side, I got on Amazon and I exposed it, because I didn't want to keep going in life not telling what happened. That ended me up in jail, by the way. Period. Had to do nigga note. No, seriously, I'm glad everything dropped, because I was like, I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. And I was very innocent. I still am very innocent. But I also needed that reminder that I'm like, you know, I didn't know I was going to move to another country, but seeing everything play out the way that it did, I'm like, oh, thank God, thank God. I literally had to have a spiritual breakout just to remind myself that, you know, life is real. Like, life is real. And you only get one in this avatar. Like, I don't want to lose her yet. Hold on. She's gorgeous. I worked hard to let her go. People out here, people are transitioning into cats. Is it that bad? What did you do with your body? How are you not in love with yourself? Oh, okay. So then it goes back and forth to like, who are you, right? Self-love, physical love, just everything. And because of my year, I've been able to, how would I say this? Recenter myself. Like, what do I actually want to do? Not like, let me go be a model. Let me go. I enjoyed it. I think it was a cool life, but so, you know, I'm not trying to like stay model body all of my life. I learned that a long time ago. I was like, girl, let's get into acting because I'm not trying to be in the gym 3 times a day. Heck, just for what? To wear clothes? No, thank you. And I love my booty too much to just let it go. I tried to let it go, and it just would not let it go. Like, it just wouldn't go anywhere. So then that's when I realized that, you know, it was a generational blessing. Because I tried. I was like, I gotta get skinnier. And God was like, girl, you cannot get skinnier than this. I was like, ugh. So then I started putting my weight back on. Sometimes you have to move away to work on yourself and remove the negative energy. Thank you. That's my auntie, y'all. Period. Yes. And the craziest thing too, like a year later, more mental peace, more mental clarity, and just seeing things for what they are, starting on a fresh palette, like where I stay, girl, it's like the energy is bouncing back at me. I'm like, that's me. I'm like, I gotta work on that. I'm so aggressive. I had no idea. I thought I wasn't, but it's because of how I speak to people. Because I think they're like mentally capable of having this conversation. Come to find out, everyone's not on that level. So it's not that I'm aggressive to people. I'm aggressive to those who have no idea what I'm speaking about, so it comes off aggressive. So I had to like learn the difference. And I was like, well, I don't want to lose my wisdom, but it's more so I had to learn to reshape it. So it's been pretty clear. It's been a lot more clarity on the why and the process, and just energetically, because it's not like perfect here either. It definitely isn't, but it's more of a removing myself from the familiar so that I can access the unfamiliar. So it's that too, you know. But I did enjoy being home for that year, even though it was crazy. But I mean, we grew up like it wasn't new to me. And I said this before, and I'm gonna say this again for everyone watching. Going back home, I stayed on my parents', like, not even their couch. I was in their living room. I basically created a tent in their living room, and I was okay with it. Like, I hadn't been home, and like, I moved out at 19 when I moved to Miami. So my siblings, who have always been like, you know, my love, my like, you know, helping raise them, and my loves, and just my family. Like, love is something that I've been blessed to have, right? But moving away, I think my Auntie Sharon, Auntie Lou in here, Auntie Sharon was like the only person. I only keep like 1 or 2 people close enough that can communicate back and forth. But she was the one in New York because, you know, closer in age, and she's always been that like person towards like in high school and stuff. So she kind of stayed close with me. I'm like, I'm missing y'all, but I don't want to tell everybody, so don't tell everybody. But I'm calling her crying because I miss everybody. This time it's different because I'm older, but I enjoy being home more so because I hadn't spent time with y'all in a very long time. So even though it looked crazy, like I'm speaking to you at this point, but for those that are listening, I've been giving y'all more vulnerability, okay? it felt like a moment to just be with my siblings and my mom and my stepdad. Like, it just felt really great to be a kid at home. Like, I grew up in the hood. Like, we didn't grow up in, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't mind coming down. It was a far way down because New York was a very different reality. But I was ready to go through it because I had been gone for so long and I got to see everything I had been hearing about. So it was painful in ways, but it was also, I had a good time. I was like, child, I ain't paying no rent. I'm sleeping in the living room, but I've slept in the living room before. And I get to see my siblings, wake them up. I was training them. Get up at 6 a.m. I'm like, y'all need to get up and pray. And what y'all do after this, I don't know. But if God ever asks us anything, I'm going to be like, Lord, I went back home. I was training them to wake up early and to get their day started. Cause somebody got to. Somebody get your butt up. But then I remember growing up, who was the one waking up everybody in the house? It was me. Okay. So it felt good in the midst of it. But I mean, you know, it's a whole other storyline that y'all don't really know. So I'm not gonna say nothing. But because that was also a process too. But you know, it is what it is. All right, comment. The glow up is real. Thank you. Period. and thank you, Auntie. How are you doing? We got so much to talk about, but you'll probably be the first one visiting. Most people are not ready to release. Exactly. Or they don't even see, like, they're not ready to release. Yeah, I think that's it. Because even when I think about my own struggles, I'd be like, girl, just drop it. And I'm like, what do you mean just drop it? What do you mean just drop it? Like, I could just easily drop it. And it's like, you can easily let things go, but, you know. Then we go back to the root cause. And I'm like, well, why don't you want to drop it? And then my truth is, I'm like, well, I enjoy it. And it's like, bingo. We get to the point where we start to enjoy the very thing that was once painful to us. And that's when it becomes more dangerous. So I like for the, you know, pleasurables. And I said this one time before. I'm like, you know, a sin is a sin. Everyone sins. No one's perfect. No matter how high you think or how low or how much they pray, we all fall short of the glory. But what I learned young, and I'm gonna probably repost this part. And let me go so it's not too long to download the video. But choosing your sin has been the best route that I've taken that makes sense for me, so I'm not confused about what I'm battling or what I'm going through. I know, I can see where things come from. I'm looking right at it like, damn, I did do that. It might have opened up a door, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm not confused with like, oh, well, why did this happen? And then you don't know that it was tied to the thing that you did last week or whatever. Everyone's sin is all over the place, so they don't have a center. They don't have a root. They have nothing to keep them grounded. I live outside for the very purpose of I'm always grounding. Because life is tough. I be out here just mentally fighting, bringing clarity back to myself. I be like, okay, one thing we don't want. I'm gonna end with this. With love. I'm like, my grandmother passed of Alzheimer's. I told this to my boo friend the other day. I was like, yeah, you know, the last thing I want to have is bad memory. I saw what it did. So one thing I don't do is hold on to too much, because a clouded mind will clutter your mind, and therefore you have no clarity in what you wanted to do, the thing you wanted to do. And then if you smoke, oh my man, you're really doubling down on not really remembering, right? So, or if you drink, or if you just overthink, a lot of things really cloud your mind, not just smoking, by the way. So I try to keep my mind as clear and clean as possible, so that I'm not confused about where my feet need to be moving or what I should be doing. Like, I'm chit-chatting right now, I'm having a great time, but I'm also aware that this is content for later. Today's Monday, so Mondays are usually like my Sundays where I clean up, I do stuff, I grocery shop. It's my Sunday, but I'm also getting better with my routine, so now I have time to stop having my coffee, vibe out for a bit, and then check my emails, blah, this closet. Keeping your mind sharp comes from releasing. Going back to what you said, if people don't release, they then hold that thought or that experience or that moment for 15 years. I have those moments and experiences, but luckily I create content, so I can just go back and watch a video. Oh, I forgot what happened to me, girl. Don't worry about it. Just go on YouTube. Just remember, just put that in. So if you see me live streaming, it's really a documentary for myself, what's happening in that moment, energetically, spiritually, physically. But it's also a way for people to connect with me, learn more, see more. When I'm offline. It's probably hard to get in contact with me. One, I'm not on my phones. I mean, I am, but like, look what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I got a text right now like, hey, leave. I'm like, wait, I gotta go. I forgot I do PR. I be forgetting I got work to do. Oh, wait. Money. And then I remember. Oh my goodness, this is great. Thank you for joining. Love you. I have a meeting. All right, let me go ahead and bag Lady Erica Badu. Okay. Love you, Auntie. Thank you so much, girl. You look, I'm feeling the vibe. I never knew when it would come in, but I'm glad it clicked sooner than later. Because we still got a lot of life to go through. Nobody told me nothing. This is me. Center. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to do this a little bit more often so we can have this moment, even if it's just for a little bit. Love you to everybody that said hi. All right, everyone else who's been hanging out, thank you for saying hi if you did. If not, it's okay. Y'all know where to find me. I might go back on later after I finish my work, and then we'll hang out on YouTube. But follow me over there if you can. That's free too. When I'm in public, it's free. When I'm at home, it's going to be paid, okay? All right, love y'all. Later. Have a great day. Have a great meeting. Sorry, Craig.